Might be because you didn't file taxes for 2019 or maybe even 2018. It might be that if you are someone who didn't work, you may not have accurate information in one of the government benefits that you get, or it hasn't been processed yet. The best thing to do is to use one of the expedited websites to file your tax return. That would be able to get you, should be able to get you in line. Getting your taxes done is the most streamlined thing to do. Think of it as a gumball machine. It's able to process a certain number of gumballs going in, but somebody just opened it up and dumped the whole storeroom of gumballs into the machine. It can't make it through that little hole in the bottom, and they haven't been able to widen the hole. And so it's just it's taken them a long time. Many people who are not getting unemployment may have had some complication in their situation, or maybe they checked the wrong box. Try to go, in and see if there's a mistake. You probably have to call. It might take you, hate to say it, 100 calls or more to get through, but don't give up. Another thing to make sure you've done is don't only have to apply once for unemployment, you have to file every single week you're unemployed. And even if you're waiting, you need to do that. If you are waiting and you haven't done that, you're not going to get the proper payment. Please do certify that you're still unemployed each and every week. That way, when you're eligible, when they get to your file, you'll get, 6 or 8 weeks all in one check. And, it could be an $8,000 check, that would really help you pay your bills. For the first time ever, we're trying to treat freelancers, in a decent way. So now we have a special program called Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. That's for anybody who did not work enough or in the kind of jobs typically covered by unemployment, which is really good because only about 25% of the unemployed get those regular state benefits because they're so darn restrictive. Yeah, it's eligible in all 50 states and even Guam. 43 states have those applications up. You can apply for benefits. And you will get at least $800 per week between when you were hit by COVID-19, like when your state shut down, until the end of July. You also could, especially if you have some other expenses beyond just paying yourself, you can apply for a Paycheck Protection Program loan, or maybe you've already applied for that. That can help you with also some business expenses on top of what you're paying yourself. But you can't get both. They got iced out of the stimulus, that $1,200. They got iced out of that. But they are in this new thing I just mentioned, pandemic unemployment. Even full-time students who only can work part-time, those individuals can get the pandemic unemployment benefits. So your college students, who either were working or even if you had a job offer coming up that got rescinded, you should go ahead and apply for those benefits. Again, they would average about $800 per week. You go through to your state unemployment, website. If you go to America's Service Locator, that has, it's a national website the federal government has. It has a list of all the states. But really, Google is your friend. Just do pandemic unemployment assistance Montana or whatever. You'll get it using that first link. No, that's a tax credit. So that's like a tax refund bonus. So you don't have to worry about paying taxes on it if you got that money. If you get unemployment benefits, those will be considered taxable income. The most straightforward thing to do is you'll see a radio button on one of the applications that says, "Do you want your taxes withheld?" That's probably the safest thing to do. That way you make sure that you're not socked with a $2,000 tax bill a year from now. I know not everybody will feel like they can do that, but that's probably the safest bet. That $1,200 can help people who maybe have lost some hours or, an overtime shift here or there. But that's why unemployment benefits, those are going to average about $1,000 a week. These pandemic unemployment benefits will be at least $800, maybe some more for people. And that's every week. Banks are in charge of processing this. So they may have a question about your credit, worthiness, your ability to pay back, that loan. Some people applying for this have struggled to deal with all the paperwork they're requesting. It is a finite pool. So once it's gone, it's gone. So it's a little uncertain right now if there's going to be more help coming along. Well, I think simply put, the Small Business Administration couldn't handle the volume, so they had to kind of farm it out to banks. The banks are also making some nice fees from it, so I'm sure they were happy with that workout for them. People are concerned if they're getting unemployment benefits, do they have to go back to work if they don't feel safe about it? And that's a big issue, right now. I do want to note that, if your employer asks you to come back to work, you have to have a good cause reason to not go back, or else you'll lose your unemployment benefits. Those good reasons might be a medical reason or something specific about that workplace that's not abiding by the proper safety procedures that are out there. And it's important, I would say, my main advice to that is talk to your employer. If you're nervous about going back, maybe they'll work something out with you before they snitch on you and tell the state that they gave you an offer of work, and then the state would stop your unemployment benefits.